dog is waiting in the hallway right now. It hasn't moved in minutes, standing completely rigid and silent. Its ears are sharp and frozen, tilted toward something unseen. Its paws are pressed flat and heavy against the floorboards. It will not blink, not once, no matter how you call. It will not turn to look at you or move back. If you take a single step toward it, you will not return. People who follow their dogs into the hallway are never seen again. The dogs come back alone, dripping quietly into the silence. And the ones that return are no longer the same animal. This is an official emergency broadcast from the district authority. Remain calm, stay indoors, and listen carefully to this entire message. We are monitoring widespread reports involving household dogs at hallway thresholds. The behavior begins harmlessly. A dog stands motionless at a hallway. The animal will not blink, will not wag, and will not respond. Owners call softly at first, then loudly, but the dog ignores them. Touching the collar or fur makes the dog step forward into darkness. Those who follow their dogs vanish from view within a few steps. Security footage shows hallways elongating far beyond architectural limits. Shadows persist where light should be, deepening with each recorded second. Microphones capture claws on wood, then heavier steps trailing behind. When the hallway is searched, everything appears normal, completely unchanged. The person who followed is gone, without damage or forced entry. Hours later, the dog returns alone, but it is no longer familiar. The fur looks wet without moisture, darkened as if stained from within. Paws leave marks like stretched handprints, invisible until touched accidentally. The eyes absorb light completely, turning brightness into widening pits. Staring too long feels like being watched from behind the eyes. The replica sits perfectly upright in the living room, dripping. When you speak its name, the head tilts painfully slow. We repeat, the returning dogs are not the animals you knew. At night, owners hear panting, but recordings reveal stretched whispering. The voice shapes broken words that scrape across teeth. Listeners develop nosebleeds, migraines, and patches of lost memory. Do not replay these sounds. Repeated exposure worsens psychological damage. After the whispers, the dog returns to the threshold again. This creates a cycle. Waiting, luring, whispering, and returning. With each cycle, the building begins to distort around the hallway. Door frames lengthen. Shadows crawl along seams like blistered paint. The structure strains as if containing something larger, pressing inward. Those resisting report their names whispered from empty corners. Windows fog without heat, forming fingertip arcs from inside rooms. Eventually, someone always steps forward after the dog, pleading. The hallway closes around both, sealing like a mouth swallowing. We have confirmed these returning dogs are deliberate vessels. Their breathing is practiced, too slow as if learning the motion. Mouths open wider than anatomy allows. Teeth multiply uncountably. Close breath leaves frost on mirrors, colder than winter air. At thresholds, they face the hallway like worshippers before altars. They appear to draw strength from whatever waits inside. Owners who try confinement find the animal gone without sound. Hours later, claws return from the hall, precisely where it waited. Attempts to destroy replicas trigger catastrophic corridor reactions. The hallway widens, pulls air, and swallows everything inside. Entire households disappear in under 60 measured seconds. No remains are found, no fingerprints, no broken locks. We repeat our directive, do not follow, touch, or call. If your dog waits at the threshold, evacuate without confrontation. Do not attempt to retrieve belongings or calm the animal. Replicas pass through locked doors, scratching without physical contact. Once marked by their scratching, escape becomes statistically improbable. They do not tire, sleep, or stop, they only wait. Communities vanish overnight, leaving only immaculate homes behind. Inside each home, a single dog sits in the hallway. Neighbors describe silence like pressure, as if hearing underwater. When doors open, the dogs tilt their heads simultaneously. We have no evidence of feeding, drinking, or sleeping. We advise removing children, elderly, and pets immediately. Do not call the dog's name, even by accident. Do not look directly into the dog's eyes. Avoid hallways entirely. Use windows or alternate exits if necessary. Turn off interior lights facing corridor entrances. Cover glass panels on doors to block silhouettes. Disable indoor cameras aimed down hallways to avoid fixation. Do not place microphones. Recordings escalate compulsions. If you hear your name, respond to no one at all. If frost appears, back away. Breath indicates close proximity. If paint blisters, the structure is straining to contain pressure. If the dog stands upright, do not react or comment. If names appear scratched, leave immediately without reading them. We will describe a common timeline to increase your survival. First hour, fixation at threshold, 0 response to commands. Second hour, corridor appears longer, corners darken beyond geometry. Third hour, whispering begins, headaches start within minutes. Fourth hour, paint blisters, wood swells, mirrors frost over slowly. Fifth hour, name-calling events, hall hum audible through walls. Sixth hour, a household member steps into the hallway. Seventh hour, corridor seals, dog returns alone, saturated and silent. Do not wait for this timeline to complete. Evacuate earlier. Contact lines are overwhelmed. Prioritize personal evacuation over reporting. Avoid neighbors displaying identical dog behavior patterns. Do not herd unfamiliar dogs. Replicas can mimic distress accurately. Emergency shelter is available only in windowed corridor-free rooms. If cornered, stand motionless and avert your eyes downward. Speak to no shapes, answering your voice from the dark. If alone, count slowly and breathe through your nose silently. If accompanied, assign one person to watch exits exclusively. Gather nothing, turn no lights on, and move deliberately. Outside, do not look back toward the hallway door. Do not re-enter for any reason, no matter the noises. Understand the replicas are patient beyond ordinary human comprehension. Understand the hallway is larger than the building can contain. Understand the voices, learn your name as quickly as you speak. This is our final advisory. Do not follow your dog. If you step inside, the hallway will seal behind you. No one will know where you went. It isn't your dog anymore.